passage. Et je reviens à Montréal, le corps tatoué le visage. Des anges dandys aux danses plumage ont mis en lumière mon passage. Le soleil inonde le terminal, le dop fait danser mes scandales en format original. Je rentre à Montréal, le soleil inonde le terminal et le dop fait danser mes scandales en format original. Je rentre à Montréal. Temps à mon âge. Le soleil inonde le terminal et le dub fait danser mes scandales en format original. Je rentre à Montréal. Le soleil inonde le terminal, le dub fait danser mes scandales en format original. Je rentre à Montréal.
Montreal is a city in Canada. It is the largest city in the province of Quebec, the second largest city in Canada and the seventh largest in North America. Originally called Ville Marie, or City of Mary, the city takes its present name from Montreal, the triple peaked hill located in the heart of the city. As of February 2011, Statistics Canada identifies Montreal's census metropolitan area as Canada's second most populous, with an estimated metropolitan area population of nearly 3.9 million and a population of over 1.9 million in the agglomeration of Montreal, which includes all of the municipalities on the island of Montreal. The city of Montreal proper had a population of 1,620,693 as of the 2006 census. French is the city's official language and is also the language spoken at home by 55.1% of the population, followed by English at 25% and 19% other languages. 56% of the population is able to speak both English and French. Montreal is the second largest primarily French-speaking city in the world. After Paris, Montreal is consistently rated as one of the world's most livable cities, was called Canada's cultural capital by Monocle magazine, and recently was named a UNESCO City of Design. Though historically the commercial capital of Canada, it was surpassed in population, as well as economic strength, by Toronto after 1976. Today it continues as an important center of commerce, aerospace, finance, pharmaceuticals, technology, design, culture, tourism, film and world affairs. In 2010, Montreal was named a hub city, ranked 34th globally out of 289 cities for innovation across multiple sectors of the urban economy, in the Innovation Cities. Montreal was the next Canadian city in the annual index, behind Nexus City Toronto in 12th place and ahead of fellow hub cities Calgary, Quebec City, Vancouver and Edmonton. In 2009, Montreal was named North America's #1 host city for International Association events, according to the 2009 preliminary rankings of the International Congress and Convention Association, ICCA. Archaeological evidence demonstrates that various nomadic First Nations native people occupied the island of Montreal for at least 2,000 years before the arrival of Europeans. By the year AD 1000, they had started to cultivate maize. Within a few hundred years, they had built fortified villages. Montreal was incorporated as a city in 1832. The opening of the Lacan Canal permitted ships to bypass the unnavigable Lacan Rapids, while the construction of the Victoria Bridge established Montreal as a major railway hub. By 1860, it was the largest city in British North America and the undisputed economic and cultural centre of Canada. Montreal was the capital of the province of Canada from 1844 to 1849, but lost its status when a Tory mob burnt down the Parliament building to protest the passage of the Rebellion Losses Bill. For strategic reasons, Ottawa, further toward the interior of the nation, was then established as the capital. After World War I, the Prohibition movement in the United States turned Montreal into a haven for Americans looking for alcohol. Unemployment remained high in the city, and was exacerbated by the stock market crash of 1929 and the Great Depression. By 1951, Montreal's population had surpassed 1 million people. The St. Lawrence Seaway opened in 1959, allowing vessels to bypass Montreal. In time, this development led to the end of the city's economic dominance. However, the 1960s saw continued growth, including Expo 67, the construction of Canada's tallest skyscrapers, new expressways and the Montreal metro system. The 1970s ushered in a period of wide-ranging social and political changes, stemming in large part from the concerns of the French-speaking majority about the conservation of their culture and language, given the traditional predominance of the English-Canadian minority in the business arena. The October crisis and the 1976 election of the Parti Québécois, supporting sovereign status for Quebec, resulted in the departure of many businesses and people from the city. In 1976, Montreal was the host of the Olympics. During the 1980s and early 1990s, Montreal experienced a slower rate of economic growth than many other major Canadian cities. By the late 1990s, however, Montreal's economic climate had improved, as new firms and institutions began to fill the traditional business and financial niches. Montreal was merged with the 27 surrounding municipalities on the island of Montreal on January 1, 2002. The merger created a unified city of Montreal which covered the entire island. There was great resistance from the suburbs to be merged, with the perception that the merger was being forced on the mostly English suburbs by the Parti Québécois. As expected, this move proved unpopular and several mergers were later undone. Several former municipalities, totaling 13% of the population of the island, voted to leave the newly unified city in separate referendums in June 2004. The demerger took place on January 1, 2006, leaving 15 municipalities on the island, including Montreal. Demerged municipalities remain, however, affiliated with the city through an agglomeration council that collects taxes from them to pay for numerous shared services. The 21st century has brought with it a revival of the city's economic and cultural landscape. The construction of new residential skyscrapers, 2 super hospitals, both of which are the largest in Canada, the creation of the Quartier des Spectacles, reconstruction of the Turcotte interchange, reconfiguration of the Décarie and Dorval interchanges, gentrification of Griffintown, metro line extensions and the purchase of new metro cars, the complete revitalization and expansion of Montreal Trudeau International Airport, the completion of Quebec Auto Route 30, the construction of a new toll bridge to Laval are helping bring Montreal into the 21st century. Main article, Economy of Montreal. Montreal's economy is the second largest city in Canada based on GDP and the largest in Quebec. The city is today an important center of commerce, finance, industry, technology, culture, world affairs and is the headquarters of the Montreal Exchange. Montreal industries include aerospace, electronic goods, pharmaceuticals, printed goods, software engineering, telecommunications, textile and apparel manufacturing, tobacco and transportation. The service sector is also strong and includes civil, mechanical and process engineering, finance, higher education, and research and development. In 2002, Montreal ranked as the 4th largest center in North America in terms of aerospace jobs. The most popular sport in Montreal is ice hockey. The city's professional hockey team, the Montreal Canadiens, are one of the original 6 teams of the National Hockey League, NHL, and boast an NHL record 24 Stanley Cup championships. The New York Yankees of Major League Baseball are the only team in North American sports to have more championship titles, with 27 World Series titles. The Canadiens' most recent Stanley Cup victory came in 1993. They have major rivalries with the Toronto Maple Leafs and Boston Bruins, both of which are also original 6 hockey teams.